And we're live. Woo! Welcome to the Ryan Stick Show. I'm here today, and I'm joined by a Montreal supergroup, Riot. How's it going?
Good.
Excellent.
Nice to be here.
Let's face it. Let's hear it for good internet. All right, cool.
Already.
Okay, so dudes. Yeah, whatever. Dudes, you're going on tour. And, the pandemic's lifting. I think you're one of the first bands I know to go on tour after all this garbage has been happening. Are you guys looking forward to hitting the road again?
We are actually not going on tour. I don't know where you got that information.
Yeah, we're opening
okay,
up
well, I don't know. That's
we're opening a vegan daycare.
No, yeah, we're going Kingston,
okay, there we go.
Kingston Thursday, Toronto Friday, Niagara Falls Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just fucking excited. For us too, it's the first time in like a year and a half. Cannot wait to play.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited, and we've gotten tons of good feedback too. A lot of shows are close to selling out already, so I think people are excited to come just see any show. We're not that good, so they'll just come see anything at this point.
Oh, that's great news. Yeah, that's great news because it's kind of like, if a girl's been on a desert island for 10 years and you show up, even if you look like shit, you're gonna look like Brad Pitt to them. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's her number?
Poor girls. Also, quick shout out to Danny Duke, who wasn't able to make it tonight. Our bass player. Usually we're a three-piece doing this kind of stuff, but he had some family stuff, taking care of something important, so he says hello. But
awesome.
So did Danny.
We miss you, Danny.
Alrighty.
All right. So speaking of Danny, and speaking to the three of you, you are all extreme band sluts. Let's face it. But how did you three, particularly you three gentlemen, how did you get together and start this band Riot anyhow?
Well, sluts attract each other, and then someone suggested a hug, and we're like,
okay. So basically, what happened is we were fucking bored during COVID. Our bands couldn't tour. Like, the Brains is like Renee's in Vancouver. Mahones were all over the place. Ataris are LA. Like, we can't do shit. So we wanted to do anything fucking. And Sean and I had an idea for a long time to start this separate band together where we had creative control, where we really could fucking express ourselves and run the shit and, just go with our own vision. And I actually barely knew Danny before this. I think Sean and him were friends before, but I just saw Danny play, and I was
I kind of knew him.
I was like, that guy's all right.
He's okay.
So, yeah, no, I really wanted to play with Danny. I just felt he's such a fucking cool guy, and the energy was just, like, perfect for the three of us. And, yeah, from the first jam, we wrote a song a jam for the first 6 jams. So 6 of the songs that people are going to hear on the EP were written in 6 fucking jams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nice. It was just incredible energy, and, like, from the get-go, it just clicked.
Yeah, we wanted to try that thing where it was a proper 3-piece where, like, I would even write something at home or come up with, like, a hook or something, and I would just kind of put my guitar down and say, I'm going to wait till I get to the jam to let the boys, like, finish it. Like, I'll get one part, and then there's going to be bridges and verses. And so pretty much every song on the album is, like a proper 3-piece democratic contribution, and it's like a proper band. There's no band leader. There's no one like in charge officially of writing. It's like completely, like a 3-piece. It's great.
And the cool thing too, all three of us, it's punk root, but we each have different influences in punk. So it really brings out like very
do we ever?
Yeah. So it's very open, and a lot of people can relate to it and enjoy it because it fucking spans like 3 decades of music, pretty much our interests.
I'd say 30.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you go back,
that's 3 decades.
Well, if you go back to like the Prohibition when Danny was in high school, it goes back from like the conception of Danzig to when Tom DeLonge, popped his cherry.
That's right, and found the aliens.
They're not found. He just make that shit up. That's why he fucking left the band.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I got tricked.
Don't buy that shit.
I gave him $10.
Don't do it, man.
Fuck.
Yeah. So speaking of these vast different, influences that you guys were talking about, who would you say are your biggest influences each of you, starting with you, Guillaume.
Oh, opposite day. For me, it's really pop punk. I grew up with like Blink-182, Sum 41, Billy Talent, all those pop punk, Jimmy Eat World, all that kind of stuff. So, like really when pop started mixing it with punk, so not so much of the hardcore stuff, but and obviously Travis Barker is my favorite fucking drummer, and I think he changed the game. Like he really made it that the drums became an instrument that was like fun and cool to look at. So that's my biggest influence for drumming. But yeah, and Green Day as well. Obviously, I got to throw in there. So yeah, that's mine.
Awesome. What about you, Shawnee?
The first punk band that I ever really got into after sort of the 80s bands like U2 and NXS and Depeche Mode and all those kind of bands, Face to Face was the first one that really got me into that sort of SoCal thing. And I think I was like 15 at the time when Big Choice came out, and then Strung Out, Good Riddance, NoFX, Pennywise, all those bands. But then I kind of like turned into an adult eventually, and I went back to Ramones, Minor Threat, and then got into like Slayer and Motorhead and all that stuff. Bands like Caius and Clutch, because I really like the riff rock sort of stuff. Fugazi, of course. It's all over the place.
Awesome.
And then Danny is
so
like really old school punk, so it's that mix of like generations of shit mixed together that really makes a really unique sound. And like, yeah.
Be like the Mark Twain soundtrack. The hieroglyphics in Egypt. He's really into Noah's Ark soundtrack. He likes the giraffes when they go and get eaten by the lions.
Mozart.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Yeah. Him and Darwin would get along.
I hear Danny was very instrumental in the creation of the fiddle, like back then. Yeah.
Did you just call us a fiddles?
No, bad internet.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, funny story actually, Guillaume.
Okay.
I got an autograph from Travis Barker when he was in Blink-182 for probably 2 months. Blink-182 came to Montreal at HMV to do a signing, and they had this drummer I didn't recognize, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is Scott?" And there's this weird guy in a hoodie, and
you can't recognize him.
Lo and behold, I didn't realize he'd become one of the most famous drummers of all time. I would have.
Okay, so like fucking way back, like late 90s. Cool. That's badass.
Yeah, but
way back, late 90s.
But he was always very
late 90s isn't way back.
That's way back for me, man.
Dude, I was going to jail.
I was a sperm. That's cool though, man.
All right.
But what did you get signed?
Yeah. Oh, I got a band picture with the old drummer and fucking because it was from the newspaper.
You got a funny Scott picture. Well done.
I know. I should have got a drumstick or something like that.
Yeah.
His first 2 years with Mahones, he had to sign all the shit that he wasn't on.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of, so
plastic surgery.
How did you two meet? Because you keep talking about, you were in this band, you're in this band, you're in this band. Yeah.
Well, he swiped right.
Yeah, on a grinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
A very good glory hole in St. Catherine.
$20 is $20, bro.
Yeah. Free lube. It's a good place.
Drummers are good with their hands,
Yeah.
No, fucking I really don't like Sean, to be honest, but I'm just stuck with him all the time.
I blame Renee.
We met through Renee, my the singer from the Brains.
Shout out to Renee. Hello, Delamette.
Yeah, Sean has another project called Irish Nails, and he needed a drummer on like short notice. I think it was a week or something, like 5 days, something like that. And yeah, his drummer bailed, so he needed somebody short notice. And Renee introduced us, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, man, this guy's pretty cool. He looks dope, he's got tattoos and shit. He's pretty cool. So yeah, just like fucking busted my ass, learned his the set list in under a week, and yeah, we fucking killed that show. It's actually online on YouTube.
Played 2 Montreal shows, and then the Mahones were doing Europe constantly. So happened we needed a drummer at that point too. So then Guy jumped in the band, and I don't know how many shows me and Guy have been playing for those years. It's pretty crazy, actually.
At least 10.
Ish. A few hundred at least, though.
Yeah, for real. Like, yeah.
And we were always roomies, so when you
right.
get stuck in a tour situation like that, like me and Guy always room together, so I can't tell anyone about what happened there because it's an OnlyFans site and you got to pay for that shit.
Yeah, it's extra.
But
$5.
yeah, so it was many years of touring all around Europe and stuff, so we got to know each other very well because you will, in those moments, either you're going to hate someone or you're going to love them back, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, COVID hit, and we just were able to start jamming, and Danny's a fucking legend and an old friend of mine. He played with me a little bit in the past, and his band's the Deli. He was in the RipCordz a long time ago.
And now the Ataris.
Like way before Guy was born. And now he's in the Ataris. He played with the Queers as well. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good group. Like, it's one of those groups where I walk into the jam space and I'm like truly excited to play with Guy and Danny. Even though I get to do it once or twice a week and it's been a while now, it doesn't get old. You know, I mean, sometimes their humor is a little bit offensive and sometimes I feel embarrassed and like I can't tell my mom what we talked about. But as far as the music goes, it's been pretty great.
Yeah, it's fun.
As opposed to
there's so much creativity in that room. Like it fucking flows and we have so much fun. I think
we're all in charge.
Yeah.
No one's telling us what to do.
All three of us like really wanted an outlet because we'd been, you know, kind of in projects where we followed, you know, along with where the project was going. Now we get to really dictate things, the three of us, and it's something we needed.
Dictate the shit out of this one.
Dictate.
Dictate? What is that?
I don't know, man. We'll find out though.
So like if you spring your dick, you got to tape it up.
It's a Kingston thing.
Dick tape, yes.
You're like, oh no, what do I need? You need some dick tape, bro. Woohoo!
So Ryan,
all right.
Do you want to do the giveaway or you want to wait a bit?
We're going to wait a bit for a little more people, but everybody out there watching, like and share this video because Riot are going to be giving away some free tickets to their upcoming concerts or to some lucky winners. And all you got to do is in the comments below, you got to say, I love Riot or say something about them or, you know, tell me how old Guillaume is because I don't even know. I'm assuming he's 7, but yeah,
close.
One can only guess.
And that's to any city, Kingston, Toronto, Niagara Falls, any city, pair of tickets.
Awesome.
Getting away. We don't know how yet, but we'll give them away.
There we go. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, yeah.
We do
take
Bitcoin.
But you got to catch them when they're in your city this coming weekend because they're not going to come all the way back for a little while at least. Guys, Riot, you guys are so far from what I've heard is a great album, but we all made a music video together. So me and my buddy Marco, we came.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Thank
we
you.
got lucky to have you do it. Like we were for a few months we wanted to do it. We just didn't know how it was going to work out or who we could have to do it. And then your name came up, and you were super happy to do it. And I knew it was going to be good, but the first edit you sent back was like 98% perfect. You know, like there was like this many little comments like that we wanted to change, and then it was really,
like,
really amazing.
The 3-4 comments like you sent back, it was exactly what we envisioned. Like, yeah, you're actually incredible, Ryan. What you do.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
If anybody's looking to film a porno, Ryan's really good at that.
Very good, especially at boner shots. Shout out to my buddy Mark. Shout out to my buddy Marco, who was the other cameraman that day, and it was a great shoot.
Right. Yeah, thank you, Marco.
And shout out.
That guy was good looking.
It's true.
Oh, he's good looking. He's got a big wang. Yeah, I know his girlfriend. So
what?
So
what does that even mean?
Let's give a big shout out to the gentleman who owned the loft we were in. Let's talk a little bit about that amazing loft we shot in.
Legend.
Yeah.
Do you know that I used to know that guy when I was a teenager?
Oh my god. Here we go.
Really?
I'll be back.
What were the 1800s like?
So Sean got drunk after the video, and he
no.
He told me about 50 fucking times that he knew Dan when he was a fucking teenager. But that was the end of the story. There was like nothing else cool after. It was just like, did you know I knew Dan when I was a teenager? And I'm like, what? Like, were you raped? Like, what the fuck happened?
Dude, you complain about getting the best part of a story over and over. That's the best part.
That was it. That was the fucking story. I knew him as a teenager. Fucking, like, period. That's it.
I know, and it's awesome. So why wouldn't you be happier the second time I told you?
I was an Adderall. I needed a lot more in that story than just I knew him as a teenager. I don't know. And I asked him what happened. He's like, I just knew him. That's it.
Well, I forget the whole day. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Actually, Ryan, I told the band because I kind of forgot the whole day.
Mm.
So I was like, you know what? Like, you forgot you gave Ryan money. You forgot that you like what? Like what? Huh? Like, oh shit, that's why we paid all the money for them to come film that day because I knew I was going to forget it. So
Nice.
now we have a good copy of what happened that day.
Yeah, he didn't remember that he held you up for like fucking 40 minutes while you were trying to leave.
Sorry about that.
Well, at that point, you were like, I really want to be part of the process. I'm like, trust me, bro.
Yeah.
We did 20 takes. You don't want to be fucking part of the process. You want to see it almost finished. Because then you can say, oh, I don't like this, this, and this. And I had 5 different options of little scenes that I thought you would say that to. So I'm like, as soon as you're like, oh, change this, I'm like, no problem. But I'm like, do you want to stare at the screen?
Right. I don't remember that.
Do you want to stare at the screen and watch the painstaking process of the editing a video? No, you don't. It's awful.
Dude, how cool was that place, eh?
Yeah, very cool.
Dan has such an awesome apartment.
Well, that's the thing. Let's talk about the stuff. He has all these original art. Like first of all, he's got these historical items, but then has these custom art pieces that are just freaking.
Yeah, they kind of borderline on like steampunk sort of stuff, but like not quite. A little more even actually original than that, just for his own sort of artistic take on what he does. But yeah, they're great. You know?
And he's
nice guy too.
Yeah,
dude. I mean,
thanks again to
back when I was a teenager, man. He was such a good.
Oh my god. Here we go again.
Hi, Dan.
Back when he was a teenager, you guys used to sing on the corner and get in knife fights.
I was
with
a teenager.
No, they just knew each other. That's it.
No. I was a teenager. And he was collecting his retirement checks. But it's been good so far. Good place to do a video.
Yeah,
Guillaume passed.
So cool in the shot.
When you were a teenager, Guillaume was passed by you guys hanging out by his mom pushing him in a carriage.
You know what's crazy? We lived in China at the same time. We were in China at the same time.
Yeah. How the fuck does that work?
I was like 12 and you were like fucking 24,
5, 6.
Can you imagine this guy meeting me at 12? How fucked up I would be?
What the
fuck? I was drinking in Beijing.
Oh yeah, I was drinking at that time, man. Yeah. So it's
how are you both? Whoa! How are you both in China at the same time?
We're half Chinese
because there's a country called China, and his physical body was in China.
Yeah, my mom's Chinese,
and so was mine. Except it was before Facebook, and I didn't know how to text them.
That's really cool.
Dude, I can't get my email if you pay me.
No, so yeah, Sean was like fucking traveling the world, being fucking cool. And I lived there. My dad worked there, so I lived there for a few years. So yeah, we were there at the fucking same time, which is pretty trippy.
That is trippy.
He was so young that he was lucky that he was a boy, because if he was a girl, we'd just chuck him in the dumpster.
Oh god damn it, guys!
Could have gone a lot of ways. Yeah, we'll cut that part.
No, they would just hear.
We're live, you jackasses!
Oh shit!
What?
We're live,
like to apologize to everybody on Earth.
Oh, like they
fucking should.
That never happened. That never happened.
But yeah, no, Sean and I had a lot of trippy coincidences like that.
Yeah. My Canada 2012 says, my posse, see you guys at the Lagwagon show.
I don't think so, man.
Oh, is that Dave?
Oh, fuck. Okay. No, I know what that means. Okay. Yeah, we're not opening for Lagwagon.
We should, though.
No.
Is there a chat thing we can...
Yeah, is there a chat, Ryan, that we can chirp people?
Well, there's...
giveaway.
Yeah,
no,
for the giveaways.
Right here, and then we can talk shit to them there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
you guys wanna write, we will fucking burn you.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, there's a chat forum thing.
Oh,
there's a private chat. There's a private chat thing, but the comments section, that's where people can light that stuff up. Everybody watching right now, feel free to, to put a tasteful comment in the comments below. And if you got a question for the band,
I'm not doing that. I'll let you do that. I'll get in trouble.
I'm not doing that. That's like Danny's, like, like if Danny was a doll and you could pull his string, and you'd be like, I'm not doing that.
or
that was the shooting.
Everyone has to run out of the room before they get like completely offended.
Yeah, there you go.
All just like giggles and like spins in a circle.
You guys are a Riot. Speaking of that, how did you guys come up with the name? Because I know Riot is kind of Sean's punk rock name
This
there.
was a mission, man.
Okay.
We like a name for a band is hard to come up with, because you're stuck with it for life. So, and we're a democracy, man. So everybody had to be on board. So we had a bunch of ideas. I had a fucking notebook full of band names, but there's like nobody could agree on shit. Like two of us would like it, but one wouldn't like it. So,
I got. We can't go there.
Yeah, we got close on a few, but
we can't go there.
No, it just came up. Riot with like, I don't know, it was a cool name. Like
Rene came up with it and he bugged me for 3 days in a row, and I hated it the whole time. And then apparently Danny and Guy liked it.
Yeah, it's
and I got outvoted. So
unfortunately, it used to be Sean's nickname, but now he's been like overridden by.
Yeah, I just don't want it to sound like, because it's been my nickname for like the last 12 years or whatever the hell, that it's like that. It's mine. It's just, if my nickname was never that, I would have went for it right away.
It's a shitty nickname, anyways.
Terrible. Great band name, shitty nickname.
So is this
get the tattoo lasered off?
So this is not a Santana or Van Halen thing. You didn't name the band after yourself. Okay.
No, like like Rene just spit it out. And we're like, fuck. Okay, everybody liked it. We're okay. While we all like it, let's just jump on it, because it was so hard to come up with something.
Well, until we get really big, and then I'll just boot these guys out and make all the money.
Oh,
okay. So whose idea was it to put the exclamation point as the I? Because that's a very good idea. It makes you guys really easy to find on Google.
I think it was pretty much right away. Yeah, like right away it popped out. Yeah, I think it might be me, but like right away it was like because we wanted to be different, like whatever it was. Just
except there's another artist on YouTube that's got the exact same thing with exclamation mark. And he's sort of like some like electronic hipster sort of rock,
Yeah, except we registered the name now, so he's fucked.
You fucked
yeah, big time.
That's actually
fuck you, that guy, if you're listening.
No. We should tour together.
No, he's fired.
No, we should become friends. Like we could be twins.
But no, it was just like I don't know. It's cool. Like a band name has to stand out, right? And it just has to be different. Although it's a pain in the ass, because like even Facebook, like the group, like our band page won't let us put the exclamation mark. A lot of shit won't let us put it in.
They're just trying to hold you guys back, man.
Mm-hmm. I know, man. I know we have so much potential, but Facebook is just keeping it behind. We lost Sean.
He's around somewhere.
He's getting pussy.
All right, so digging the album. Let's talk a little bit more about the album. So you guys told me Rene Garcia, the brains, the mighty, the handsome, the multi-talented Rene, who could build a recording studio.
Super talented.
Figure I'd bring our record execs and say hi.
Yeah. Chester from Chester Records.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Rene, but it's also, since he's right with you, let's talk about Chester and Chester Records. How did you guys decide to have Chester be such a vital part of your branding and your label name?
Yeah, he just told us what to do.
We had no say.
Yeah.
He runs the shit, man.
Hi, buddy.
He pays well too. He pays in catnip.
Love
that shit. Yeah, he's so
his eyes are blue too.
Do you want to pull out the shirt? Show the design.
He's so fluffy.
Have the design. Oh yeah.
He's so fluffy.
This is what our merch looks like, man. It's so cool. So
I like it. No, I like that better than your Riot shirts, actually.
Yeah. So we got both for the tour, but they're so good, man. Yeah, Chester's he's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, he's just sitting back collecting royalties.
The royal treatment.
He's the cutest.
Chester, meet Ryan. All right. He's like, I don't even know. I don't even know.
He's off the clock.
Like, where's Machine Gun Kelly? What the hell's happening here?
This isn't Riot, that band from YouTube that's electronic. What the fuck is this?
But yeah, no, that's Sean that came up with that, and it was such a good idea, because I mean,
no, that was Rene too.
Chester?
Yeah,
really? Okay, God damn it, he's smart.
We did. So when we made the album at our jam spot at City 2000, you guys know where that is?
Yeah.
So we did the drums. We tracked the drums there, and then no word of a lie, we did the entire rest of the album in my little tiny Verdun apartment. Mm-hmm. But with real amps and mics. No cheating.
Okay.
Like we put those like blue U-Haul moving blankets over, made tents.
You turned a closet into a vocal booth.
Yeah, and Rene had this actual like a noise meter on his iPhone. iWatch, and he figured out that we were cranking the amps under all these blankets, and they were still not loud enough in the room to be louder than a normal conversation. So we got all those guitar sounds with real amps, and then we did all the vocals like screaming top of our lungs with like we just kind of padded up the closet and stuff. So the entire album was made in my apartment, except for the drums. But I usually have Chester get babysat by cat. Babysat
by a cat?
No. I get Chester the cat babysat by my folks when I'm out of town or whatever. So I figured I had so many people coming in and out that Chester would be uncomfortable. But after like 2 days, he was just so much fun and like kind of just kept everyone stress free. And
although he was terrified of Danny, though. Remember?
Well,
every time Danny would sing, he'd be like, "What the fuck is
Who
this?"
isn't?
Yeah, but then Sean would sing and be like, "Oh, Master, how's it going?" Like it was so bizarre. And
Rene loved him, and Rene's like, "You can't go have babysat your parents. Leave him here for the week." So he stayed the whole time. So at the end, I think it was Rene. He was like, "I call this shit Chester Records."
Wow, I didn't know that. Fuck, I'm learning today.
Yeah,
but Rene's a fucking genius, man. That guy can hear shit that like even cats can't hear.
Yeah, he can have competition with bats.
Yeah, it's seriously wild.
Absolutely.
Like he'll listen to a recording and be like, "Oh, I heard this little fucking thing in the background," and you're, dude, I still don't hear it after like 10 listens. He's got like, it's incredible that guy, like, how much talent he has.
Yeah. Oh, I met Rene when I was 22. Oh no,
you were a teenager.
No, that's not true. I met Rene for the first time ever when I was about 19, like right around there, 18, 19.
Still a teenager.
And then start to work with him with my old band Rockets Away when I was like 21, 22. And it's incredible how little I knew about fucking anything. And then once you get meet up with Rene and you're in the studio with him and how he understands vocal harmony. I did not know shit about fucking vocal harmony until him. I think I learned how to sing because of Rene for sure. Yeah. And played better because of Rene. And I used to write lyrics with the Brains a million years ago now. But it's incredible because he does so much in the studio when it comes to the Brains recordings. Like they made up their songs relatively fast. He'd have the hook and stuff like that, but we'd come up with a vocal melody sometimes later in the verses or whatever. But the music came so fast for the Brains. It's insane. I'm sure it's still like that. It's it's crazy, man. Yeah. It's crazy how how brilliant him and Colin are.
I met him as a teenager, and then there's like continuity. There's a story,
Oh, I didn't even think about the inside joke you're talking about right there. Yeah,
but you're right.
But it's it's fucking WizKid, man. That guy, like I've seen him build studios on rafts. Like he's the MacGyver recording studios, but it's always good. And his sense of melody is amazing. And he's a real cool dude too. So Rene, I don't know if you'll see this, but we're all thinking of you, buddy.
One of those things I like about Rene is that I've known him for a long time, and we've been pretty tight brothers for a while. I didn't meet him when I was a teenager. That was your guys. Actually, I met Rene. I think it was like 22 or something. Anyways, but the more I've gotten to know him over the years, I like people that you get to. This is so cliche, but that peel like an onion. You know what I mean? Like even the last time he was here a couple months ago, like doing the recording, and he was staying at my place, so we would have like these bit of late nights. Yes, please. Bit of late nights after our little sessions, and he would like tell stories, or he would talk about music, or he'd talk about certain technical stuff. And just like, how the fuck did I not know this about you? Or didn't I not? But like, because I've never lived in the same house with him, so we didn't talk 12 hours every day the whole time. But like, he's a person that just never has like his well of information or cool shit, just kind of goes forever. And it's just like a fun thing. Like you can.
Hey, Yannick.
Hey, buddy. And put it that way. It's a big compliment to Rene. And pretty much, I'll never want to record with anyone else. I mean,
same.
We may, because it's life. But like, if I
I'll never want to record with anyone else. We may. But
Well, I mean, if we're if we're in Dubai and we got to cut a single, we'll get whatever. Something.
sold out so fast.
Yeah.
The other cool thing about Rene, man, is that he loves sharing his knowledge too. And you learn so fucking much just being around the guy. Yeah, it's expensive. No. But he loves sharing his knowledge. He's not a guy that's like, fuck off and keeping all his shit. He wants others to succeed, and he wants others to learn and to get better. Like he just pushes everyone around him, which is like such an aspiring trait, He views it as like, if everyone around me succeeds, I will succeed too. Instead of like putting others down or like keeping his shit to himself. Some people just want to keep their knowledge, and he just loves. You learn so much. I'm sure you saw that too, being around him. Like you just fucking learn every day, man.
Well, and one more quick shout out I'd like to give quickly. Sorry, for the record and the recording was Johnny Toxic. Gutter Demons and Demon Stone, old friend of all of ours. And he came in and did some leads sort of last minute to just fill out some songs. And
kicks ass.
Yeah. So there was one night where he came in and did a bunch of stuff, and I'm looking over in my kitchen, and I got Rene and I got Johnny and I got Danny Duke, and we're all just drinking, and I'm like, this is like some Canadian, in my opinion, legends. We're all just having a good time. And it wasn't like a big deal. We weren't trying too hard. It was just like a really good time. And the end product was fucking killer. Like go to the grave with that stuff,
Yeah. No.
So cheers, Johnny. Thank you.
Like we've just been so lucky, man, with the people that we got to work with, including you, like Ryan. Like seriously, it's so we've been so fucking lucky.
Thanks, buddy.
Man. It's just quality all the fucking way, man.
Well, I gotta say, as a cinematographer or a videographer or whatever, when it comes to a band's performance, all you really got to do is like find a way. If you're not familiar with the way they play live, but the thing, seen Irish nails, so many names, and I've seen play it.
We lost you for a bit there, brother.
Some brain, but you knew the song so well that. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now you're back.
Okay.
You're back. Well, you did two.
But Guillaume, I shot 2 Brains videos. I'm not sure. Yep. Did the second one ever come out?
Not yet. It will.
Oh, cool. Great. Okay. That happens all the time now in my life. They're like, hey, you did this. I'm like, I did? Cool. Awesome. But
no, it's like COVID.
But
killed,
that's why you got to make a video of it so you don't forget.
But
there you go. But
so cool.
Yeah. But it's really cool. It's really cool. Like when you push a camera on somebody, but they all know how to play to a camera. Like Guillaume, you're a very showy drummer, but I like that because I'm always telling drummers who are just like got to get my drum part right. It's like no, like you come from the Travis Barker school. It's like no, fucking show. If you're in a music video, don't be like play it like you're about to die. Like it's great. I literally had to tell you guys nothing.
Yeah,
you guys brought it anyway. I didn't have to tell you guys anything. Yeah.
I had a few friends that actually thought that the video was a live recording.
Oh wow!
Like, no. Yeah, because the way you synced up the video to it, like there's no delays, like in the singing, and especially the drums, of course, because that's even easier to see. But yeah, I was like, no.
Well, that's the cool thing that you're also a musician. You can see that shit, right? Oh, it bugs me so much, man, when there's music videos and the drummer's playing a different shit than what you hear. Oh, I can't stand that shit, man. It bugs the fuck out of me. So you're a musician.
I hate it in movies.
Right?
When a guitar player is playing and it doesn't look like they're playing in a movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they don't even have the fingers. It's just like this. It's oh man. I get so angry. I want to break shit.
But you can fake it. You just gotta be moving the neck around and kind of make it not so obvious. But sometimes they have close-ups of how they're not playing. It's like, what are you doing?
Like a Sonny Chiba kung fu movie where all the not saying that.
Yeah.
Chop.
Yeah. But also Danny, Danny plays downstroke with his pick, and it's just like that's another thing. When you find players that do that, it comes off on camera so good because it's so vicious looking.
Everything's got to
Yeah.
be down pick. Down pick, down pick. You don't do down pick. You must suck. Down pick, down pick.
He's
down
trying to
pick.
get Sean to do down pig, and Sean's just mad.
I'm trying.
He's just an angry guy.
I'm trying. But I just can't down pick enough for the guy.
Ever since he was a teenager. He got,
I know what down picking is. I do appreciate it.
yeah, but
But I mean, how much down pick can one
it
man
is
do?
insane, like how fucking fast he goes.
He
That's
doesn't
crazy.
even do this. What?
Yeah, his girlfriend's pretty
He does
lucky.
2 fingers on his fucking pick. He has to hold his pick with 2 fingers, like this.
Isn't that how you do it?
No one.
One finger? That's 2, man.
Anyways,
What?
you looked at my hole. Glory days.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, yeah. So he does 2.
All right,
fingers
so
on his pick. He's captain down pick.
okay. I noticed that in Riot's music, like, there's a lot of creativity and a lot of interesting parts in the songs. Like when you hear a band Riot, you're like, oh, is it just gonna be like another oi band? But no, there's a lot of melody. There's a lot of melody, and there's a lot of the bass breakdown and hitting where it hurts is very cool. What kind of other music do you listen to besides punk that's kind of gone to songwriting?
Just side note, that's how we started writing the song. That was the first part that we wrote, was that bridge. That's Danny like shut up into that bass part, and I did the halftime on drums, and then Sean jumped in, so we wrote the bridge first, and then we wrote the song around it.
Nice.
So that's how the song started, actually, originally.
Yeah, I jumped on Google and figured out how to play some chords.
Yeah, he's like, how to down pick. But no, and
how to down pick when you
John
haven't been playing since you were a teenager.
This guy, man, is a fucking melody master. Like, you can play him the easiest chord progression. He'll fucking shout out the catchiest fucking melody you've ever heard in the world. Like, boom, instantly. He doesn't even need to think about it. Like, it's incredible how Sean comes up with that shit. Like, it's mind blowing, man.
$5.
Yeah, I have to pay him $5 every time he writes a melody. It's really expensive, man.
At least I get my hair mowed.
Yeah. But like Saturday, that song, which will be our next single, like, he just pulled that out of his ass, just fucking wanting to hang out on Saturday.
That was more like a Friday night, but
yeah, it was a Friday, and he just called it Saturday because he was confused.
I had to walk home in the morning, but it was more like a limp.
But sorry, I cut you off though with where you were going.
I was saying, like, the music is definitely not your typical just punk stuff. What kind of other bands do you listen to right now that you find trickles into the songwriting and inspires you to not, be so common, you could say?
Well, I think it's the thing that, like we talked about earlier, that we have such different influences, all related to punk roots, but really, like, very fucking different for all 3 of us. So it really creates a unique sound, that's kind of not like anything else, really. And the whole album, like, you've heard the whole thing, like, it kind of goes in many different ways while keeping a common root. And and I think that's one of the cool things about it. It can appeal to a lot of people because we have such, like, varying and wide influences. So I think that's all it is, really. We just write what we like and what just matches together, but it comes from different experiences and different spaces for each of us.
And there's also that cool thing, like, not to sound like the whole punk rock cliche thing, but for me, punk rock has always been do what you do what you like, still be a good, great person, but fuck you if you don't. But fuck you if you don't like it. Like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna live my life. I'm not gonna live my life because of rules or because of what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna do what feels good. But I'm going to be a good person in the middle. But artistically, if you have any opinions that differ from yours and you're going to be shitty about it, well, you need to fucking eat my ass and fuck off. So not really in those order, but like $5. But the thing with Guy's a little bit younger. I'm sort of in the middle, and then Danny is old school. So good example. So this tour we're coming to do, I got a Ramones cover as a request for myself. And then Danny requested a Misfits cover. And we're supposed to be this cool punk band.
Okay.
And then Guy a Blink 182 cover.
Fuck yeah.
And me and Danny are like, I don't think I can stand in front of a punk crowd and play Blink 1. But then we found one that makes perfect sense.
Hey, manned up.
It's probably the hardest drum song that Blink even put out. And if you're not a Blink fan, you might not know it. But if you are, it's going to be really great. So, yeah. So we go that way. So there's no definition of what it's supposed to be. The writing, it just has to feel good, but we're syncing up without even trying at the same time too. So something like that.
What's the blank song?
Heart's All Gone.
Oh, it's a surprise. Heart's All Gone.
Okay, well,
Fast as fuck, man. But it's a lot
That's
of fun.
cool.
Yeah.
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 I'm
Except
trying
I'm
to
changing the words.
imagine who's singing you or Danny, Sean?
For the Blink song,
Me.
Yeah.
actually, we're hiring a 14-year-old midget virgin, and we'll put him on a stool, give him $5, and he's gonna do it.
It's called Steve.
Oh, where am I?
Hey Ryan, can I ask you what was your favorite song on the EP?
He didn't listen. to it.
Well, hit him where it hurts because I heard it 75,000 times.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
But
Did we
also
play
I
that
liked
so
the
now because we've all heard it so many times as well.
Yeah,
nice.
doing that
I
video was a pleasure, man. You're good at that. You're really well done. Kids, get
Oh,
Ryan to
thanks.
make your shit.
Get me and Marco Vaccaro from Mind Blender Media. We've worked with a lot of people. I've been making music videos with bands, God, for like 15 years now, I guess.
You've done some for Paul Woods, right?
Yeah. I'm currently making a video for the
So does
Pivot
Paul.
Tones.
If you're watching, Paul was he played with Irish Nails for a long time. One of my favorite dudes and favorite songwriters in this town, and his new stuff is really great.
Guillaume, it's a shame that you never really did
Man, you played a couple
to
shows
work with
Paul.
Paul, or was
Yeah,
Paul
I did.
not with Irish Nails by the time you joined?
Yeah.
No, at the end, yeah.
So you must have liked hearing his pop punk voice, huh?
Oh, he's awesome, man.
He was the perfect person to sing.
Yeah, but you
I was the lead singer, and Paul always was the bass player and his backup. But it's so completely different. But he can't go off key.
And
Like he could be singing, and you'll throw like a milkshake at his head, and you'll still be like, perfectly.
He also likes good music, which is good fucking
Paul
punk,
is
man.
Paul is one of the most gifted singers in Montreal. That is absolutely for sure.
yeah.
His voice is insane.
Yeah, props to that fellow.
Can't argue that.
Yeah. Okay. So, so with what do you guys want to do after this? So your EP's done. Are you guys going to like write a song per jam again, or is it? Do you think you'll ever with COVID?
Oh, in general. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just going to retire.
So the EP actually comes out on the 31st officially, like everywhere, every single platform. We will have it on tour. We're gonna have USBs on tour with our logo on it, so people can buy it at the shows, which will be well done. He's known you since you were a teenager, man. Everybody knew Sean as a teenager.
Who the hell's Clunker?
But I don't know. He knew you.
I don't like when people say they know me with some weird internet handle.
But so yeah, the EP will be out on 31st officially online, but we will have it at the shows before that. And then the plan is to do a big launch in Montreal. And then we're going to do a Quebec tour and then a video with you again, another video for Saturday.
And then we're just going to Croatia for like 6 months.
Yeah. And just fuck.
Croatians.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless we get in trouble. Then let's go to Belgrade.
I don't know. Yeah, Belgrade. We'll think about it then.
Crimea?
We'll see what's cheap.
Russia.
Russia.
Russia's got a big market. There's a lot of people there.
For sketchiness.
Yeah, Russia loves riots.
Yeah, it's a big market for sketchy people.
Especially pussy riots. That's actually a band, so I'm not being dirty.
I know. Hey, Ryan, did you know that the Brain's biggest market is fucking Russia?
I thought it was Germany, but okay, cool. That's cool.
Man, fucking Russia, man. Like for views on
Really?
YouTube and everything, man. Yeah, like by far. The
No
Russians
way.
are fucking nuts for Brains.
They love the Peruvians.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
When we
Yeah.
played
Fuck.
there, man, we got arrested fucking 4 times in 2 days. Like not even doing shit just because the cops are fucking corrupt, man.
Well, stop
take
shitting in public.
Yeah.
They take your passports and then you got to bribe them to get them back and that kind of shit. Like, although one time Rene did like destroy a bar. That one was legit, but the other times were not.
You know, this is live.
Oh, he knows what he did.
Funny thing about the Brains, if we're gonna talk about that. I was recording like demos with this band I was in Rockets Away, and Renee got the email that said that I can't remember what record label it was, but it was the label they put Hell and Back out on. And they're like, oh yeah, like that we're going to be on this label, and they booked this tour for us and stuff. And it was relatively shortly after they had gotten like back together after taking a hiatus after the first album.
It's gonna be Stomp,
And it's just
right?
crazy how, no, it was before Stomp. It was oh God, I can't remember. It's the label that Creepshow started out on too. I can't remember right now.
Warner Brothers,
Stumble
Columbia,
Records, something like
Chester?
that. No,
Should have been Chester.
anyway, it's crazy how they it's crazy how they went from this band just recording albums in their loft to their practice loft into what it's become and the touring monsters you guys have all become, and it's crazy.
Well,
and it's really nice to see. Sean, I met up with you right before you with Irish Nails, and then you joined the Mahones, and then you became this touring beast too. So it's like it's been a really cool 5 years for the both of you. But prior to COVID, like a really productive. Yeah.
I met you at our Fatale loft right there on the tracks.
Yeah.
I'm going to say like 2012 or something. It's like 10 years ago.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Teenagers.
Sounds about all right.
Well, I was just almost 40.
Teenager still.
Yeah. And he was writing my high school equivalency exam for me. $5. Yeah. I remember the first time I met you. Yeah. Paul brought you over.
Yeah.
And then since that,
that was
I was over in Europe in 2009, 2010 with the Mahones. But
Is that your first tour?
With them? Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And then since 2015 till COVID. Yeah. We got cut off.
Fucked.
Yeah, got royally fucked by COVID, and made the last flight back to Canada out of Schiphol in Amsterdam. And we were counting our lucky stars. Yeah, it was a weird time.
You're stuck there for a week though, right?
I know. I was stuck there with fucking Finney. Jesus Christ. Imagine that. Actually, no
comment.
No, we had a good time. Actually, we were there with Jamie Oliver.
The cook.
Yep.
Yes.
Or the punk drummer. I forget, man. We were drinking a lot.
One of the two.
It was Gordon Ramsay and Oprah.
What a crowd.
You get a beer.
She needs two chefs, eh?
But anyways, yeah, Ryan, I've known you for a little bit. But
awesome.
But you're right, man. It's impressive, these guys, like their determination, Like Renee and Finney too, man. Like how fucking long they work to get there, and a lot of people quit way fucking before, Takes guts, man.
Yeah.
Also, if it's just in your blood, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
But the Brains, by far, are my favorite, like, rockabilly, psychobilly band ever. I mean, I've always liked Tiger Army.
Thanks, man.
Same here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Goes up for a couple albums and thinks he's a fucking king.
I'm a king.
But he's pretty good. But no, yeah. But anyways, yeah, the Brains, yeah. There's a thing about them.
I think we're really
What? That was really
sorry.
awkward.
Our connection our connection keeps crapping out, everybody. So it may seem like this unnatural
really well.
pause sometimes.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Like,
that's good.
You're really good for us, though.
Yeah. Cool.
I think Tiger Army is getting
when
in
it
on
comes
the feed
to
and trying to fuck up our compliments to the Brains. Brains are better.
There you go. I think what really makes the Brains stand out is I don't know. I can say at least the time I was writing some lyrics and a melody here and there, but not the music. They 100% had the music done before all the other stuff. But I think the idea is like what are the other psychobilly bands doing never came up ever. I think it was just kind of like what's best for the song, what's best for the melody, what's best for everything else, what's best for the lyrical content. It wasn't like, oh, all the bands are doing this cool thing. It's just like I came in there like I liked Motley Crue and Green Day. I'm like, if the melody isn't strong, I'm not interested. So
yeah,
And
Renee's sense of melody is amazing.
Yeah.
Like
the live delivery is always there.
He's got a crazy voice.
But then you also got to give it to Gutter Demons if you want to talk about that genre. Like those guys over the years, they worked their brains out. Like
they were tight.
So many times. every time. They're just so
Yeah.
good and like really, really good. Like Johnny is such a great guy, you know.
Yeah.
So,
But you're right with the
Yeah.
brains, like the writing process. Like same with Riot. I think it hinders your creativity when you start thinking too much. Like, what's everyone else doing? Like, what do people like? If you do something you're passionate about and you enjoy, like the last album and with the brains, we have a fucking mariachi band in one of the bridges, you know, like, and
Nice.
it's just we just do shit that we like, and it's again that band also like creatively, man. We can go a bit anywhere as long as it remains, you know, within the genre, but.
Of
We
course.
don't restrain ourselves like a lot of psychobilly bands do. That it has to sound like this, it has to be this, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
like music like that. That's not like set, you know, that has different influences and is willing to take risks.
but I tried out for the mariachi
Absolutely.
band. They fucking wouldn't let me. They
Yeah, we
didn't hire me.
fired his ass. He tried to play the.
Well, since we're
trumpet.
talking about
I can't rock a fucking.
since we're
sombrero.
talking since we're talking about the brains so much, we gotta give a big shout out to our buddy Colin.
Yeah, absolutely.
The third brain, the
Never heard of him.
beast bass master himself, who just a little funny story. When we were writing Zombie Nation, that was his first album, and he was the lyric guy from his old band. And coming in, I had worked with the brains previously on the other one, so there was this kind of like he was like, "There's this who the hell are you?" Not the who the hell are you attitude, but this growing pain period. And then by the end of it, we were finishing each other's sentences, and Colin's like one of the best dudes I've ever met. So it's
He
you know,
has a
shout out to
beautiful
Colin.
child now too, eh?
Yeah.
You talking about Colin's drummer or his baby?
No,
Yeah.
he's got a kid, like a fucking awesome kid now.
Yo, so guys, we gotta leave pretty soon.
We got to give these tickets, man. Who the fuck wants them?
Am I back?
Yeah. We hear
That's
you
true.
fine.
That's true. Guys out
Is
there.
there a trip thing?
No, the audience.
I'm just
You,
wondering.
the audience.
Is there
Hey. All right, so everybody out there, we're going to be doing a ticket giveaway with Riot here, and Riot's going to explain how exactly this is going to work. Take it away, boys.
Well, I guess anyone can comment here. If you're in Kingston, Toronto, Niagara Falls, fucking first person to comment, you get 2 pair of tickets. If no one does, we'll keep them. Give them to my mom.
And
Sure.
spend
All
the
right.
money on beer.
Yeah, fuck you guys then.
No, that's why we started
Yeah.
the band. So you get the
Well, there you go. If no one's here from Niagara Falls or any of those places, we'll keep the tickets and make some money then.
Is there anyone here from a prison?
Yeah, we'll go play the jail. That'd be dope as fuck.
No rehab centers.
Is anyone here?
So you guys are playing that. So you guys are playing Niagara Falls. Are you guys going to go to House
Yeah.
of Frankenstein and all those other tourist traps?
Dude, for AC/DC fucking cover band, man, we're opening for them. Like one of the biggest ones fucking
Nice.
around. They're sick, yeah. It's gonna be cool. Halloween night.
Well, they're really old, so they probably had COVID and they're sick for real.
Yep.
Anybody?
Anybody out
You go there.
Nice.
Is this thing on?
there?
I feel like counting crows at the Grammys.
There's no one from
The thing
Ontario
is,
here.
they're all going to
Good.
see.
Fuck you guys.
They're all going to see the broadcast like tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hey, well, how about this?
They're all going to see the broadcast tomorrow, and they're going to be commenting then. Yeah.
So how about this, Ryan? Whoever shares it, tags the band and your podcast. We'll pick somebody from there for the tickets.
All right.
Sounds good.
How's that?
And Chester
Yeah.
wants to say
Perfect.
hello.
So that means you have to listen all the way through to hear this.
Aw.
He's like, dude, where are my sales?
Yeah, you also get Chester with the tickets.
Where are my sales?
And Sean. We're giving away Sean.
I'm already lost. It's impossible.
Hey, well, Ryan, it's been fucking awesome, man. Thanks for having us. This is really cool.
Yeah,
should
no
do it
problem,
again,
man.
too.
This was
Yeah.
just a lot of fun.
Well, we're gonna work together in a few
and
weeks
just-
for the new video.
Yeah, the new
Yeah,
video
it's
is
gonna be
be
cool.
like
Where,
hot tubs and cranes
Mhm.
and a train and maybe at least one truck.
And it has to be filmed on a Friday.
was-
'Cause it's called Saturday.
Morning.
okay. All right. And there'll be a table where we'll all have sandwiches on it.
40 people. I like a normal.
There's a running joke. I've seen Sean since he was a teenager.
Who the fuck is Clunker?
I don't know, but everybody knows you since you were a teenager, man. I love it. Thank you, Clunker. You're a champion.
I'm glad you guys were around in the 50s. That's nice.
You were so popular as a teenager. What happened?
I'll join this band.
Nice.
Now no one wants to listen to me. Clearly. All right, Mr. Stick.
But yeah, so we'll have a new fucking video late November with Ryan coming out.
Yeah, let's triple
Like,
up that.
so, what's your
budget and get a
YouTube
helicopter.
page where they can see the music video?
We should post it. I'll post it in the comments. Is that how I should do it?
Or you just tell them, dude.
Well,
On YouTube,
It's
the video.
called Hit 'Em Where It Hurts. I'm a fast typer. I can find
Like
it.
a female defense thing. And
yeah,
night.
and I guess our band name. There it is. We're at 1,000 views in
All
a
right.
fucking week and a half or
That was my fault.
something.
The other night we were
All right, we got to
998 views
1,000.
and I just watched it 3 times.
Well,
in a
first
row.
1,000. Many more to come.
Oh shit!
What?
There's a bunch of people talking here. We missed them all.
I knew there was something like that.
Okay, is somebody here from Niagara Falls,
Who's this clunker person?
Kingston, or Toronto? Because you get free tickets. Your imaginary girlfriend is from Niagara Falls.
Who's Brown? Is it Browntown? I need glasses.
This guy's known you since you were a teenager.
He keeps saying the same thing though. I'm not sure if I trust this guy.
That is the sweetest. We're cute. Funny, great.
Who the hell are these people?
Team Canada. Fuck. Like Crosby?
Huh?
That's sick. How can I post here, Ryan?
You got to be me.
Here, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's a private chat.
To you, right? Then you can post it.
I'll put it.
That's what I meant. Yeah. All right. So
There-
that about
there you go.
wraps it up. Thanks, man.
I just want to know who this clunker is.
There you go. No
So that's our
problem.
We
video
should be friends.
that Ryan fucking filmed and kicked ass with. And yeah, another one coming November.
I co-filmed.
Um,
Yeah.
Kingston Thursday. No. Yes.
All right.
Kingston Thursday.
Good night,
Toronto
everybody.
Friday, Niagara Falls Saturday.
Thank you,
Good night,
Ryan.
man.
Cheers,
Take
everyone.
care.
Adios.
Okay, they clicked themselves off. I didn't kick them from the studio. But just to say, Ride is on tour this weekend. Mini tour, but a tour after COVID is definitely something to behold and nothing to be, even a short tour is something to be proud of. So kudos to the band Riot for continuous soldiering on in a world that has almost forgotten touring. All giant rock star bands are cowering in fear. They are stopped touring, but Riot faces on. And their EP is great. It's coming out soon. And if you just are joining in, if you are from some of those towns in Ontario, make sure you contact Riot and say, I saw that you on the broadcast and I want them tickets. And it'll be up to them to say if they will take it or not. But it is good to see you all. I hope you all have a good night. My show will be live tomorrow again. And if you're just joining right now, I am going to be interviewing Kirk Thatcher, the director of Muppet Haunted Mansion, tomorrow night live at 8 o'clock. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Hope to see you all there. Have yourselves a good night. And yeah, see you later. Happy Halloween. Bye.